Hi guys, it's Ray. Today we are starting on 2 black base tumblers. These are for a customer, so they are going to be made specific to what that customer wanted. They're going to be similar to the ones we did, or to the one I did accidentally the other day, using that touch of neon in the resin. And I am using that very low viscosity resin. So this is the touch of neon diamond dust. It's from itspretypersonal.com. I will have a link to It's Pretty Personal down below in the description if you are looking for this or any of the other diamond dusts. So I'm going to put a little scoop in each cup of resin. Little scoop. And these are 20 ounces, so I'm going to use about 20 mils per cup. That's what I do with my alcohol flows. I'm going to adjust a tiny bit more. So, and I'm going to mix this in. One of these is going to get purple alcohol inks dripped on top. One is going to get all blues. And they are both going to get the gold Pinata. And I will use my white Pinata Blanco on both as well. I have 4 blues picked, I have 4 purples picked. It doesn't matter what colors you use. If you go to recreate these cups, they're going to come out different no matter what. I wouldn't be able to recreate them exactly. I couldn't do 2 side by side with the exact same colors and get the exact same results. It's mostly just the style you're going for, not the exact look. So, the gold, this is actually my brand new bottle of gold. The gold you have to shake up really, really well. They have BBs in them. That goes for any of the metallics. I recommend giving all of your inks a quick shake, but the metallics are the most important to shake well. The reason I'm saying this is customer specific is I've had a lot of, I would have done it this way, I would have done it that way comments lately. When it's for a customer, it's not my way or your way. It's their way and what they wanted. So I'm using this one because the blue and purple shift in this will be perfect for both cups. The one with the blue and the one with the purple. So, and I'm going to split the cups in half, cup to cup. Simply because if I mixed more of the mixative into one than the other, it'll keep them somewhat even to begin with, instead of doing all of one cup on one and all of one cup on the other. This is just to give it that light shimmer. She doesn't want an all glitter cup. And I showed her the one from the other day. So, and actually, the one the other day is going to go to a viewer and close friend of mine. We decided to do a cup swap. So she is making me a cup, and I will finish that one off for her. She's bought several of my cups in the past, but and she was going to buy this one, but I really like a cup of hers, so it was a good solution. And gives me something to look forward to from one of my viewers, so I'm pretty excited about that for that particular cup. Just trying to make sure they're evenly spread, even across both cups. You do want enough resin on here for movement. And I am going to use this diamond dust at some point on a cup of its own. I actually have a cup prepped over here that I might do it on, but I don't know when I'm going to get to it. Because it is very pretty as a standalone, absolutely. The reason I didn't leave it as a standalone on the 30 ounce is this is very runny. This is way more resin than I would use for just a standard cup on the first coat. So the amount of the diamond dust that's in here, if I let this spin on a normal coat, would end up looking funky and streaky. So that's why I went ahead and just changed colors on that one. Because I was questioned on that. You can see where this isn't an even coverage because this is intended for something else to happen to it with that much resin on it. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I have my refill bottle of white this time. I'm going to make sure it's flowing and it doesn't need a new needle because it's been sitting a while. And it does in fact need a new needle, so I will be right back. I ended up putting it in a whole new bottle because I've had that bottle for like 2 years, so it's fine. So I'm gonna get my inks ready. Again, I have 4 out for each color. Some of these bottles are almost empty, so, and I think I'm going to do these ones a little differently. I think I'm going to put the gold on first, just to see if that breaks the gold up more on its own with less heat. But, alright. I normally open up all my bottles ahead of time, or try to. So, again, shake your gold really well. I'm actually going to put a drop down here. Alright. Oops. These are all coming out double drops. So that is plenty of gold to start. I'll keep it for just in case, but I'm gonna do the drop of color, the drop of white. Color, white, color, white. It's easier than losing track of the color drops on these. And I realize I have one spinning one way and one spinning the other way. I would much prefer they be spinning the same direction. Just, oh, see what I did? That's my blue cup. It's okay. I will drop some blue over that. Jeez. I might as well work with this color now. This is why you guys normally get subjected to separate videos for everything. I should have known at some point I was going to do that. Okay. In some of these you'll see me drop the white, then the color. It doesn't really matter in this case. And that ended up pretty blue, not purple, so we're okay with that. Don't forget to get down your bottom edge here too. And I just put my arm in that. On to the next. And this is the very lightest purple I have. It's super light. It's actually periwinkle. So the gold, even though I'm going over it with some of the color, is still very much pooling together. So I am definitely going to use the torch on these to break that up some. Yes, a heat gun will work, but you're going to get somewhat of a different effect with a heat gun versus a torch. It's just the nature of the way the inks work. So I think I need more purple on my bottom over here. I'm not really seeing a lot of color. But I'm good with the way the blue is. So we are going to let these spin a little bit before we hit them with the torch. But I am going to tilt them up in the meantime. A little bit more difficult on a double turner, but I'll make it work. So I'm just going to let them spin a couple times. Maybe you can see the bottoms. This has a big pool of gold. This has a couple. I really like what the blue bottom did. Alright, so it is moving because the purple one is dripping off the top. So it's definitely moving a little bit. So I'm going to tilt them down. Just holding them. Definitely make sure you're secure on your footballs or whatever your holders are when you're doing that. You don't want your cup to slip off. So I should be okay to hit this with some heat now. And I'm going to focus mostly on the patches of gold. Because the gold was very, very spread out on the example cup the customer saw. So I need to try and replicate that over here. Quick flashes of heat. Don't hold it in one space. And I'm actually going to turn my rotation. Alright, this one I need to turn. There we go. So I'm going to heat the whole thing quick. I'm going to tilt down again. All of the gold is pooling on one side on this cup, so I need to get that moving. It's kind of doing the same thing over here. So I'm going to let it spin a minute, and then I'm going to tilt it up. And let it move up again a little bit. I'm going to hit the bottoms quick because I didn't hit the bottom yet at all. I'm just going to keep working at them until I am absolutely satisfied with what I have. I'm going to break this up again. The more I do this, the more it will split apart. Let it run down a little bit this time. And these are getting a picture on it and a name, so I'll kind of pick a specific spot that I'm not as in love with for where the picture is going to go over top. But they're coming along. I'm not unhappy with them. Just going to hold it this direction for another minute here. And I will probably, once I'm done messing with them, I'm going to switch the direction of turn one last time and let them dry in the last position. Okay. So yes, it is smoking a little bit. It is not catching on fire. It is just hot, and it is okay. This is not a fast curing resin, so it's not going to like flash cure it at this point. If you smoke a fast set resin like that, you run the risk of your resin immediately setting, and then you're done. It's over. So do be mindful of the type of resin you're using for something like this. I really love the way the bottom of this one's looking. And I like this spot in here where that underneath is showing through. So I do think, you know, a picture could cover this spot, and the picture could kind of cover that spot. So I think I'm going to tilt them down again for 1 second, just to break up some of this top band that happens. And then, like I said, I'm just going to break that up one more time. Like I said, I'm going to one more time switch direction, and it's going to be what it's going to be. And I don't even know if I just switched direction because I don't remember which way it was going. So I'm going to have to look back on the video real quick and see if in fact I turned directions or not. For some reason I think I didn't. I think that's opposite. But I'm going to let these go. I will come back and show you close up in a couple of hours. And I know this got very, very long. I'm sorry, doing 2 at a time takes longer, but it is what it is. But again, I think these are very, very cool. So, quite pleased. So these are done moving. Look at the blue one first. That shimmer showing through. And the bottom. The bottom's got a lot of gold, but that's fine. And over to the purple. Got a lot of color variation like the blue. A lot of shimmer showing, which is perfect. And there's the bottom of that one. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with these, and I think she will love them. So, thank you for watching.